Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to a Thrill and Chillin' episode of Raven Rook Plays at Dead of Night. So clearly I did not learn my lesson the first time because I am coming back to the hotel. As you can see, I have completed this story 100%, but we are diving right back in, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why right here, right fucking now. So there's this great YouTuber, I love his horror content. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of the handle, but it's Radidge. And post edit Ravenrook. Looking at you, bud. Put the link to his channel in the description. You got it, babe. You got it. Do it, because I will not remember. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Do it. But check him out. He does great content, loves this game, leaves very insightful commentary on my original playthrough of this game, which is part of the... I mean, it's probably the entire reason that I'm going back and replaying this and kind of having a more critical eye. Really just insightful, clearly loves this game so much. So much so that it was contagious. I have caught the bug once again, and we are going right back to the Seaview Hotel. But yeah, I've really appreciated his very insightful comments. So thanks a lot for that, and check him out. Highly recommend. Anyway, we're gonna start a new game. It's one hell of an intro, let me tell you.
Just leave me alone.
Hello?
Maya, it's Hannah.
Hannah, where are you? You all went off and left me behind. Where are you now? What's this number?
We've all booked into that hotel up the road. How far away are you?
I don't know. I'll have to call when I get there.
You can't. There's no signal.
Well, it doesn't matter. Just go to bed, Hannah.
Well, listen. Make sure you're...
Make sure you're what? Sorry, I just love this prologue. It's like the live action prologue is just such a nice touch. And actually really well acted.
Ah, Maya, I presume. Don't be alarmed. Your friends booked you in. Let me just check.
Where did, like, was he just laying down on the ground behind the counter?
Room
Like,
101. It's
that's
all been
the...
paid for, so you don't have to worry about anything. You're very nice friends.
Unless there's some kind of trapdoor down to like a basement area. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense based on how he popped up.
Nice to see so many fresh, young faces. For a change. You're here for the music festival in town, I presume.
Yeah, we were supposed to be camping there tonight, but...
There's hardly weather for that, is there? Will you be staying for breakfast?
I don't think so. We'll probably just get going.
That's fine. And if you don't mind me asking, Maya, would you be interested in the entertainment tonight?
Tonight?
Starts
would you?
around midnight. Usually. It's me doing it, actually. Comedy. I do this comedy character called Hugo Punch. He's sort of this comedic sociopath, says things that you're not supposed to say, and that sort of thing. It's quite popular with students.
I don't think so.
It's entirely
We're all just going to
academic.
bed, I think.
Are you sure I can't twist your arm on this?
It's okay. I'd rather just go to bed. Sorry.
Fine.
Which way are the rooms?
Just take the lift. You're on the first floor.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, and then drop your key off in the box, if you will, Maya, please, tomorrow.
Okay.
Best show in town and no takers. Who needs proper entertainment when you've got YouTube and My Face or whatever? Stupid, uncultured.
You tell him. You tell him.
Don't start this again. I don't want to hear it, okay? Not tonight.
Naughty children are bad eggs. They need to be taught a lesson.
Look at how he portrays the inner struggle, too. Very nice. Well done.
Shut up! Just shut up! You always do this. They're paying customers. They haven't done anything to you. Just leave them alone.
Bad eggs need cracking. Whack 'em hard and crack the shell. Kick 'em down the stairs to hell. You know what you need to do, Jimmy? Show them who's boss.
Such a chilling scene. I love
That's
it.
the way to do it.
It's almost the witching hour, too. I wonder if that's important. 2:30 in the morning. Only 30 more minutes till 3 a.m. The witching hour. Maybe it's important.
That's it. Go to sleep.
Did no one read the Yelp reviews? Like... Oh shit, Maya, didn't take your key with you, did ya? That like, is that like bongo or something in the back? I love that. Yes, it's up to us to make him realize what the hell he did. Seaview Hotel has a dark past. Jimmy! Its ghosts have a story to tell. Use the ghost and spirit receiver to talk to them. Ghost and spirit, is that intentional? They'll tell you Jimmy's secrets. I wonder if there's a distinction being made here, but Jimmy must hide the truth. At all costs. Oof. So many of the lines, watching that for a second time, so many of the lines carry so much more weight. It's nice to see fresh, young faces for a change. We'll see why that carries more weight than it might first appear to. We'll see why as we dive right in to the standard game. So this is the device you found. Select this to switch it on. It can detect spirits' voices if you're near enough to them. If you haven't seen it, go to the menu and watch the tutorial video before you continue. So yeah, this tutorial video is really helpful, especially kind of getting a feel for the strategy that might help you out during the game. But honestly, I'm so scared playing this that all that strategy just goes out the window. So I'm just focused purely on survival. Let's go ahead and let's get cracking. We've got some evidence to find, so So I did try to record a little bit of this, and then I remembered, there was this thought in the back of my head, and then I remembered that this was correct, that for some reason, at least for me in OBS, when I try to record this, it like freaks out if I do the game capture on the recording side. But if I do the window, oh, you found the chef's hat, so this is different this time. If I do the window capture, it records okay, but it doesn't look great from my end. But I guess that's better because at least you can see the gameplay. Yeah, I'm remembering that from last time. So try keys, open the inventory, face the door, and select a key. I love how helpful this text is, this interactive text is throughout the gameplay. It really does a good job of giving you the necessary details without being like too like in your face or invasive. It's just right there and at relevant moments. Doors can be locked or unlocked with the right key. Yep. Okay. So that's what we found in room 101, our room. So we're going to continue on looking for the various relevant objects. And just look through the... So one mechanic is you want to look through keyholes, because those will tell you if you're entering a room enveloped in total darkness. You found a syringe and a bottle of diazepam medicine. So it's a very strong psychiatric medicine meant to sedate someone. Why? Why? We'll find out. And as I said in my intro, I have played this game before. Yep, so that's a totally dark room, so we don't want to go in there. I have played this game before. Radich kind of, you know, revived my interest in this game. Very insightful comments. As I've mentioned, okay, we found a compass. That's one of the items we need. Very insightful comments that made me want to kind of take a second critical look at this game. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to kind of go back through this, really pay attention. So this is going to give us a tutorial of the compass. The compass will point toward nearby spirits. Okay, yeah, so it gives us a little needle. Yeah, but we're going to kind of pay special attention to lines of dialogue, choices with the soundscape, all that kind of stuff. And we found the scrying mirror. That's the other thing we needed. Reveals hints and clues when in dark places. You can only use the scrying mirror when the icon is visible, either by the door in rooms or in the ground floor kitchen. Great. Use the mirror to see clues about where to go or which items to use next. It will also help you locate lost keys, compasses, and the ghost box. Yeah. So one thing I love about the scrying mirror is it gives you visions that aren't... Like, it gives you hints. It doesn't hold your hand. It doesn't insult your intelligence, right? So you still have a lot of piecing together to do, but also if you haven't found the relevant object, like I've been finding the needle and diazepam for instance, if you don't have the necessary item that the ghost is looking for in order to interact with, it'll point you in the right direction of that item first so that you can then have that conversation with the ghost or spirit. It's really, really good. Very strong, actually. Let me just save my current game. Another mechanic that you have is you can look through a spyglass in each hotel room. So if you hear Jimmy maybe close by, you can look through the spyglass to see just how close he might be, whether he's right outside your door or not. You can also get some really creepy scenes that way as well. Kind of how he interacts with the spyglass and makes it very clear, I know you're there, right? Which, yeah, there's so much about this game that... oh, wait, sorry. I forgot this was a dead end. Radich kind of mentioned... that, like, unlike other horror games, this is, like, dreadful throughout, and it's fuck, if I could just... it's really about the experience, right? Whereas other horror games kind of throw challenges in your face to be like, I'm a video game. Like, pass this test. And this game is much more like, no, the entire thing is dread. This is first and foremost a horror experience. Yes, it's a game, but first and foremost, it's just pure, unadulterated horror. And that's hard to accomplish. Most horror games, they do want to cultivate that in some sense, but this one really just does a fucking fantastic job of doing that. To the point where it just doesn't feel like a game. Like, I just feel like I'm always in danger. Perpetually. And that's just done so well. A lot of games, like even like Silent Hill or some of the big budget staples of the genre, it's like there are moments in the game where you're like, oh yeah, this is a video game. Not so here, at least in my opinion. But yeah, so at this moment in the game, Jimmy is not actually pursuing us. Oh, yeah, so that's one of the rooms where Jimmy has stashed away our friends with chloroform and all sorts of other things. But yeah, at this point of the game, Jimmy is not actually like running around the hotel trying to beat that bitch with a bat. So you're going to want to find as many objects as you can at this point, as monotonous as this can seem. It's really in your best interest to kind of just find the various objects, because the ghosts are going to want to interact with them, and that's how you get further in the game, is you need them to kind of remark on some of these very impactful objects. And you get a bunch of keys, which can help you. So one thing you can do with the keys is you can lock deadbolts in order to keep Jimmy, to impede his progress from accomplishing his goal of beating that bitch with a bat. So, you know, anything you can do to hinder that is always a good call. Okay, that's completely dark, so we don't want to go there. What's down here again? No, stop it. Did I come from there? No, right? Wait. I can't fucking remember. Jeez. You expect me to keep notes? Well, for good measure. Oh yeah, okay. No. Oh, bottle of turpentine and lighter. We're gonna need that. Yep, so I am remembering correctly. I'm actually playing the game looking at my at OBS instead of actually at the game screen over here. It does seem it might just be unique to me. It probably is because I just have shitty setups. But like, it looks horrendous looking at the game screen. It's just like just like bugging out visually, but over on OBS it looks perfectly fine. So this is how I did it the first time, and if it worked then, I'm just gonna knock on wood that it's gonna work again. Jesus Christ. I swear my whole setup is just held together some MacGyver way by like rubber band and paper clips and bubble gum. And that's okay. That is okay, because I have a fancy pants mic now. And it's more important that you hear my sexy voice than, you know, other things that could improve the quality of this experience. Oh. If you are here, this is your first time with me, strap in, because it's not pretty. It's not pretty. Have I been here? Yeah, I think I remember that being completely dark. Okay, well, fuck it. We're just gonna... Yeah. gonna call the lift. So second floor is completely dark at the start. It does kind of open up to us as we kind of progress, but there is an area of the third floor we can actually explore. So we'll do that real quick, and then we'll go meet our first ghostie or spirit. Could be either, really. However they choose to identify themselves. Ghost or spirit. Up to them, really. I'm pretty sure I did miss some rooms down on the first floor, but I'm also pretty sure I have all the necessary items for our first ghost, so I'm not too worried. We'll just, you know, we won't be as prepared as we would like to be, as we would hope to be. That's fine. Oh yeah, so this accidentally went in here without checking, but just so you know, this is a completely dark room, right? So too dark ahead. We can hide in here, but we're actually pretty limited on how we can use this room because it's way too dark, which I guess our protagonist Maya is afraid of the dark, I suppose. And that would explain why we would venture no further into a dark room. I have not been keeping track of the keys we've found, so I have no idea what our safe rooms are. But as you find keys to lock deadbolts, you do have, like, safe rooms, where, again, you can prevent Jimmy from entering just by having these keys. So it's actually a really good move, unlike I did, to keep track of what keys you have. Okay, we found a note. And a ring. You stole someone's wedding/engagement ring? What is wrong with you? Alright. Yeah, one of my chief complaints about this game is the environment is so rich, it's so detailed, but there's so little that we can actually interact with. And kind of tied to that is we don't really get a lot of Maya in any of this, right? We don't kind of observe. She doesn't give us any dialogue from her observations or any remarks. She notes things, right? Like anything you find, it's like, Maya noted this, but she doesn't actually say anything, which, so all we have to go on is her labored breathing and her quick rushed footsteps to know, okay, she is afraid. She's fucking freaked out by what's happened, and why wouldn't she be? But we don't get a whole lot else from her, which is kind of annoying, honestly. Okay, let's try. So we can start a conversation. If there's no reply, there are no spirits around. A loud noise means there's a spirit in a high energy state nearby.
Is anyone there?
Of course, there's no answer. But, like, the devs took the time to create this, like, lovely space. Like, so much detail. And we can look through a few drawers and cabinets and whatnot. And that's about it. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. I know that that's really not the point, right? The point is kind of the terror and the ghosts, but it does seem like I don't know how you would incorporate all of the environment. I really don't, but it does seem a bit like a missed opportunity. Oh, there she is. There's our first ghostie. So wouldn't you know it, we're going right back down. You noted. See, we noted girl in the basement. More like we were fucking freaked out by the ghost in the basement. a quick save. And we're gonna pull out our Ghost and Spirit voice receiver.
Is someone there?
TM. Patent pending.
Hello?
All right, let's see. So then we have to go through all of these items to figure out who our ghost is and what else. Oh, wait. But first, we should ask their name.
What's your name?
Only be polite.
I'm Amy Bell. I'm 10.
Okay, so she's Amy Bell. So ask spirits about the things you've seen. You'll see their reply when selecting the item. Okay.
I saw a girl in the basement crying. Who was she?
It was me. A boy called Jimmy locked me in the basement. Then he started stealing things from me.
Incredibly fucked up. Okay, well, what could he... So then we want to latch on to various things that they say. So he started stealing things from me. You can, that's another nice thing about the inventory. You can sort it by, you know, only showing found items, showing everything, showing keys, whatever you might need at any given time. Like if you're trying to lock a door and Jimmy's hot on your heels, you don't want to sort through all this shit as well. So you can tailor your inventory to only show you the keys that you have available, which is really nice. Still hard to do while he's hot on your heels, but it's a nice feature nonetheless.
Who did the child's purse belong to?
It was mine. It was for my birthday, but it was stolen.
By Jimmy. All right. Yep. So we're gonna. So then you can pair things. So really, you want to pair items with sightings. So she mentions that something was stolen. We show her the purse. It was stolen from her. We pair it with her remarks about something being stolen from her. Match two replies you think connect to work out the spirit's story. Okay? Pair sighting replies with item replies for faster progress. Yep.
When you said Jimmy stole things from you, is that connected with what you said about the purse?
Yes, he took it when I wasn't looking and stole my money. I told him off, but he wouldn't listen.
Yeah, so they also break this up so you encounter the spirit and then you have more work to do. Like you have to go to the next location, relevant location. So it's not just like, oh, I found you, let me just ask you 20 questions and now we're done. Which makes it much more difficult, but also makes a lot of sense. You want to track them through the progression of their story. They're not sight-bound to one location. Because the trauma that they experienced and can't pass on because of happened in multiple locations in the hotel. All right.
Is it Amy?
Yeah, so we've tracked her to her next location.
I saw you shouting to Jimmy to give your toy back. Why did he take it?
Because he thought it was funny. He gave it back, but then ruined it anyway.
So now she's mentioned something about something being ruined. So that leads me to
I
believe...
found a bottle of turpentine and a lighter. What were they for?
I didn't know what they were until Jimmy showed me.
Yeah, so Jimmy showed her by burning whatever she found, or whatever she had,
What
her
you
toy.
said about Jimmy stealing your toy, does that have something to do with what you said about the turpentine and lighter?
He stole my toy with that stuff in the bottle. I hated him.
What a dick, right? Jesus, Jimmy. And just to put this in perspective, this is when he's relatively young. This is what he does. it only gets worse from here. I'm trying to kind of have a critical approach to this and kind of understanding more of Jimmy. Not only how the people around him, the adults especially around him, have failed him, because I did pick up on that in my first playthrough. What I'm really trying to pick up on more is the hotel seems to have, through some kind of demonic or magical means, some kind of hold over him or influence on him. And that's what I'm really trying to focus on this time around. So the psychological trauma and damage that has been inflicted upon Jimmy, you know, we'll still kind of go there, but I'm really trying to focus on more of the magical realism kind of at play here. The supernatural forces at play here in my second playthrough. That was all thanks to Redditch, so thank you so much again. You know, post edit me will have that link in the video's description, so go check him out. But yeah, that's all thanks to him. The balloons are such a nice creepy touch, by the way. So I do sort of know where we need to go. We need to go to room 109. We want to follow the compass, obviously, but yeah, so the compass is pointing us in this direction. We do want to go in here. I just want to pull up the scrying mirror real quick. Just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure this is the next location. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so this gave me a lot of trouble. I do want to search in here. Okay, it's empty. So you'll have to take the clues. They won't hold your hand. So like if I try to look around the room this way. Oh, it actually worked. Last time it didn't. I had to look the other way. So never mind. Just ignore me. I'm an idiot. But yeah. Okay, so we've had our vision. So now we can
Is it Amy?
talk to the spirit.
I see you holding a toy on fire.
Obviously, we need to talk about that.
My hand got burned. It was really hurting. I couldn't tell anyone.
Right. So, second floor. So, I'm gonna exit this. But we have reached a critical point in Amy's story. And one thing that I really like about this is once you reach a certain point where you're getting toward the climax of the story and kind of the ultimate, really gruesome conclusion. Okay, Jimmy's on this floor looking for us. Stay away from him. Great. Once you get to this point, they also introduce the next person or next spirit or ghost that you have to kind of interrogate and interview, which I really like because it gives you the option to kind of have kind of multiple voices guiding you at once, instead of just kind of having this linear ghost, learn stuff, next ghost, learn some more stuff. Like, you know, you have the option to, okay, well, I'm pursuing this, but also I'm following this other point of interest, and it kind of creates this nice little web that all kind of culminates and that radiates out from Jimmy as the center. It's really nice. And again, I love this game. I'm really glad that Radich has been like offering some really great commentary on my original playthrough, because it really inspired me to go back and take another look at this. But I'm going to stop it here. We're at a pretty good stopping point, and we will pick up next time. But as always, leave a like if you like, a dislike if you don't, comment, subscribe, do what you got to do. But yeah, I'm out.